Hey, Basket Brains, Kirby here, aka Darkwing Disc, and I love telling dad jokes. Sometimes he even laughs. Alongside of me, as always, is the fairway finder himself, Ollie DePina, and Ollie told me before the show that he figured out what Forrest Gump's password is. It's one Forrest one. Welcome to episode 89 of the KO Disc Golf Show. Episode 89 is the Muck episode. Muck spelled backwards is exactly what it looks like. Red Sox players to wear the number 89. We have Tanner Houck. There are no Mariners to wear the number 89. And Ollie, hit us with the Giants.
A few Giants, a decent amount of Giants to wear the number 89, but a cut above the rest, I'd say, would be a Mark Bavaro, two-time Super Bowl champion, and Giants legend wearing number 89.
Sweet. All right, KO question of the week. What would you do to change flight numbers? Flight numbers on all the discs. What would you do if you can kind of create a universal flight system or something like that? Go ahead and comment down below, and Ollie and I will answer at the end of the episode. Ollie, how's it going, man? How you doing?
We're good. We're recording this on Monday night, and I spent about a few hours outside in that like rainy, like downpour, windy, cold. So I get home. I had a chicken bake on the way home, and I was like using it for warmth as like an inner core. It felt like,
Mm-hmm.
and then like as I'm like driving home, taking bites of it, I get home. I like kind of like wanted to crawl in bed, and I was just so dead from it where I needed to just I when I got home, I hopped straight into the shower and was like, I just need to like couple minutes of like warm water like all over, and I'll be like
Mm-hmm.
so I turned the heater on all the way up in the bathroom, so when I got out to like that tiny little bathroom just gets so warm. I usually will take my shower in the morning and have all my clothes in that bathroom with the heater on so I can just
Oh
get
yeah.
dressed in the everything's warm. I'll even like get my coffee going, click it, run in, go to the bathroom, run out, grab it, like I'll just be ready,
Sure.
set to go, watch a couple of videos in there, and then I'm like, all right, time to go to work. And so then I could do that, which is nice where that heater's nice where kind of just need to get home and get warm. So that's kind of been all on my mind today, but have been getting ready, doing some shopping and getting ready for the holiday coming up here this week, and yeah, it's been good though. It's been good so
Nice.
far. How you
Yeah,
doing,
that's
Curb?
sweet. I'm doing good. Yeah. Again, same thing. Getting ready for the holiday. I just wrapped the last of Ellie's presents. Like I've mentioned the last couple of weeks, we've been doing the advent calendar for her, and it hit the point where I was like, "Hey, I realized like on Christmas she's gonna give me a bunch of stuff to open." And I've been giving her stuff every day. Like she's already gotten like 20 something items of like Christmas gifts. So
Yeah,
it's like on Christmas Day, I actually don't have anything left to give you. I've blown my load already. So I was like, I'm done giving you stuff. I was like, the last couple of days, you're just like, or the next couple of days, you're not going to get anything. And then on Christmas, you're actually going to have a few
stuff.
things that actually open up and like that kind of deal. And it's been the nicer couple of gifts that I've saved until the end. Because a lot of the
Nice
stuff so far has just been like cheap, like candy and like stuff like that, like little like kind of like I don't know, appreciation gifts and kind of stuff. So but yeah, I was talking to my sister the other day, and she had mentioned that she really wanted like a KitchenAid mixer, and
Ooh,
she's like, yeah, I don't think her partner, I think it's her fiance, maybe just her boyfriend, but she's like, yeah, I don't think he's going to get me one, even though I kind of want one, but I don't know. It's like, whatever. And I text Ellie. I was like, hey, can we get Haley this right now? And she's like, hell yeah. So we sent that out to her, and she got it the other day, and she's all pumped about it and stuff
heck
like
yeah.
that. So yeah, been really pumped about that. And then I got my dad a like a slushy machine, and he texted me today, and like my dad likes to play it pretty cool when it comes to like getting gifts and stuff like that. And he likes to play it like just as like pretty cool across the board. He's that real like stoic dad type. And the text he sent me today, I was like, dude, we got him so good. He was just like, thank you so much. I'm so excited for summertime. I can't wait to bust this out. And I was like, oh, he's like kind of emotional about this. I was like, we got the
Hmm.
perfect gift for my dad. So that felt like a huge win. I'm really pumped about all that. Um, yeah, my hip is feeling way healthier compared to last week. It's been hurting for like a month. I want to say like probably the week before Thanksgiving is when I actually like started feeling it hurt, and
Mm.
then yeah, just this past week, like Saturday morning, I went out and threw some discs in a field, and I would like throw a disc and then kind of just like stand there for a second and being like, does my hip hurt? And I'm like, no, it doesn't. Okay. And I would throw another one and being like, does it hurt? Like, no, it doesn't. And I would kind of like slowly increase my power over the time of throwing to the point where at the end I wasn't throwing like full effort, full power, but I was throwing pretty darn hard, feeling totally fine. So feeling really good. I still want to kind of like take it a little easy because I definitely it feels like tender still a little bit. So,
Mm.
but it just feels good being able to like go out and practice again, and being able to throw frisbees and get out and like just play around at disc golf and not be in extreme amount of pain the next day kind of thing or and later that day. So. Really, really happy about that. Appreciate Jeff Wallace because I rubbed some dirt on it and it just like worked. So yeah, appreciate him. Um, in kind of like disc golf news and like me and disc golf news, I went out to Lakewood this morning with a couple of the members of the Northwest Disc Golf Association, specifically Brandon and Dave, and we put some new basket sleeves in the ground at Lakewood. We put the basically all we did was put the sleeve in the ground with the cement in there. Like Ollie said, we're doing this Monday night, so tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, I'm gonna go out and actually move some of the baskets into those sleeves. The cement should be set by then, so um, changes are happening to Lakewood really fast, and we are pretty excited about a couple of the changes. Hole three, we put a sleeve in the ground for like the new basket position for hole three because they're building the that walkway kind of like where the basket is right now. And that hole, like, you know, just to be totally honest about it, that hole is not going to be awesome. It's going to be like pretty short. It's probably going to be like sub 200 feet, and it's probably just going to be like a little like chip forehand into the right side. But given everything that's kind of like going on with the park and kind of the parameters that we have, that's really the best that we can do, with that area for the moment. So um, the plan is to leave the basket in hole three's regular position for as long as we possibly can, and then when the park tells us, "Hey, it has to leave," we'll move it to the new position. But yeah, things are changing. Like you'll see the sleeves in the ground and stuff like that. Hole 17, hole 16, I'm going to move those baskets tomorrow morning. I might move hole 7. I'm not sure yet. Hole 7 needs like a tree needs to be limbed up pretty good before I feel really good about the way that hole is going to look. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Interesting.
exciting stuff though. Yeah.
Where's
So,
7 gonna be?
kind of like down to the right a little bit more, or like kind of like a decent more, like kind of like down the hill to the right. There's a tree that's there that's like pretty much dead. That's going to get limbed up pretty good. But basically, what's happening is too many discs are kind of going over the edge there, and people are getting hit because it's pretty blind of people kind of coming up from either side. And the basket down to the right, you're going to be able to see people coming from both sides a little more. And then there's also like a couple of trees that are like right behind where the basket's going to be. So it's going to prevent discs from potentially
Hmm.
skipping into the path, and it's a little more tucked in. It's probably about 35 feet or so in from the path, so you'd have to like really overthrow the disc to get it to skip onto the path and
Is
like
there a
that kind
new
of thing.
Mando on that hole?
We might put a Mando tree. There's like conversations about it. I think ideally I'd like to just kind of like let it play out a little bit ahead of time and then see where the Mando goes. But I think if there is going to be a Mando tree, it's going to be down on the right side and it's going to be a Mando left just to kind of prevent people
Oh,
from hole six's fairway. So basically, you know what I mean, keeping 6 and 7 kind of away from each other. But yeah, you're going to be able to take like yeah, so yeah. You're going to be able to take like the forehand up the middle. You can take that, or kind of like a little like backhand, like hyzer down the right hand side. So
okay.
yeah. Um, yeah. So another thing, I don't know if all of you noticed. I'm sure a lot of the people who watch this have noticed. Our Washington State coordinator John Anderson is moving to Germany.
Oh,
Um,
what?
oh, you haven't seen this? Yeah, he posted on Facebook like I don't know, probably about a little over a week ago. We probably should have brought this up last week. Um, but yeah, so he's moving out to Germany, which is like so awesome for him. That's really, really cool. So taking over state coordinator is going to be Mark Hill. I think that's really awesome. I think Mark is a really, really good person for that position. He's done a lot already in the community, and I feel like he's very well connected in like doing that kind of stuff, especially with Shelton and Cascade Challenge and that kind of thing. So I feel like he's going to be a really good person for that position. I feel like he's going to do well in that role. Um, he did make a comment in like the Washington State like tournament directors group or something like that. Where there's like a different Facebook group that I saw that he made a comment in, and somebody had asked me ahead of time. They're like, "Hey, do you know how Mark Hill got elected into that position and that kind of stuff?" And I was like, I generally have no idea, you know. And like I said, like I think he's a really good person in that position, but I don't know any of that.
Yeah.
And he commented in that group and was like, "Hey, you know, just so everybody knows, like I'm the state coordinator. Apparently, John Anderson like recommended him, and the PDGA emailed him asking if he would take over those roles, and he just accepted it. And that's kind of how that transition went. Apparently, he's gonna hold on to that position. I think it's like a couple of years until there's going to be an election process, and I forget what year that's happening in, but eventually there will be an election for a state coordinator, which I also think is interesting because I don't know who is eligible to vote for state coordinator. I don't know if it's like everybody in Washington State. I don't know if it's only people in his jurisdiction. I don't know if they're going to give it to a special amount of people or something like that. So
Yeah.
very interesting though.
Hmm.
But like I said, I think Mark Hill's going to do a good job, and yeah, I'm really excited for John Anderson. I'm really happy for him, and can't be any more thankful for John and all the stuff that he's done for Washington State and you know all the tournaments that he's hosted and all the work that he's done. So yeah, thank you to John.
Thank you to John.
All right, time for the tournament recap presented by Emerald City Discs. Emerald City Discs, the gem of the Pacific Northwest. There's no recap. There's no tournaments or anything like that. There's nothing going on. We're pretty much like done with that for the rest of the year, basically, which is
You
cool.
know what? Go comment on some Go Throw stuff. I still want to see it for Christmas.
Come
That's all
on.
I want for Christmas, man. For
Yeah,
me.
that's what we want. Go throw. We want kayak go throw. Wouldn't that
I
be
feel like
crazy
it's
if they're
okay.
like,
I know I've been saying it. I feel like it's coming soon.
I hope so. They got to be like running out of content, right? No, they're doing like
No,
an
they're doing new
1101 rated
stuff.
round.
I know.
1101 rated round with Kevin Jones that was
Oh,
posted one day ago.
also, I don't know if that was an 1101 round. Did you watch
Apparently.
that?
No, I haven't watched any of it.
Well, I'm just saying, like, didn't there was someone made a really good point under the if you when you click that video, there's someone that commented they had like I want to say it was like a 16 down at some European tournament or like some really insane thing, and they're like, if this is an 1100 and that's not, I don't understand the rating. And then after going, I think it was Gavin Babcock, I want to say, or something like that. It might have been a Gavin Babcock burner account commenting it, but he basically, I don't know, it's pretty interesting. I think it's awesome. I love KJ. He's been like on such a cool uptick since throwing Innova, like a revitalization of his career in a way where he was able to like, I don't know, it's been cool to see. So I'm happy for him, but I want the go throw coverage.
I'm pretty happy for KJ too. Yeah, I see
Yeah,
the Ezra Aderhold's
Ezra
15
Aderholz,
down.
yeah,
Yeah, in Finland.
because I remember that, and that yeah, that Finland course is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. Um, yeah, a bunch of the comments are like 1100 seems pretty generous.
That's what I'm saying. Where it's like, I don't know, and after watching it too, that was kind of my take on it. What was that?
Oh, 20 hours ago, somebody posted PDGA says it's 1098.
Wait,
Dang.
let me look up Kevin Jones right now.
Dang.
Go throw. You should delete that video and post mine.
Dang.
Dude, what happens if I see Luke Humphreys in person? I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
He's gonna hate you.
Wait, Kevin Jones. Okay. Uh, is this not in order? January. Okay, wait. December. Go throw. Okay, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Show round ratings. 1098.
Oh no! Dang.
What did he shoot? He shot round three. He shot a 16 down. Yeah, I 15 down in Finland. I'm just taking. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It
No,
is
no,
when
for
you click
sure.
the view whole scores, it still says 1101. It still has it. It's actually
That's
hilarious.
crazy. I do agree with that though, especially because it's like stiffer competition in Finland as well. It's like yeah, just way more
It doesn't.
difficult.
Yeah, saying that I don't even think is knocking a 16 down in Mexico. I think it's just
No.
saying like if this is 1100, I think this should be as well. You know?
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. It's not discounting Kevin Jones's score in any way, shape, or form, but
Yeah.
being like, okay, well, like realistically, Kevin like Ezra Aderholt should be higher up then. So if it's like if Kevin Jones is going to be 1098 or 1101, then Ezra Aderholt should be like what like 1111. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
What
Like it should
was
be
it?
higher up.
I'm trying to see what it was now.
It was like in like the
When
80s. I
was
want to say.
Finland?
Oh, I don't even know. PDGA Ezra Aderholt. We'll
Turku?
find
Was
it.
it Turku Open? No.
Whoa, I have a lower PDGA number than Ezra Aderhold.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a 121.
What is it called, the Finland one? Is it Ale
I
Konopiste?
th- it was. I think it was Ale.
Let
I
me
don't know,
see.
man. This shows how honestly I don't even watch that
No,
much pro
Ale is
tour stuff, so it
Sweden.
shows.
Ale is Sweden. Konopiste? No, that's Czech Republic. Oh God.
This Mania challenge. It was this Mania challenge. I want to say I got a 1082 first round Discmania challenge.
What was
Oh,
his? It was
that was in
fifth.
Iowa. Never mind. I saw ES and I was like Elite Series. Nah, that's not. I thought
Nah.
European, and I was like, no, European Series. No, I was way off.
Interesting. I'm
Comment down below and let us know what round did he do that at? Because I'm sure you're sitting there watching this, being like, it was this round, you idiots.
Oh, am I just looking at like the wrong thing? No, I'm looking at the right thing. Oh, it was Worlds, no?
Mm. Worlds was in Europe.
Worlds is in Finland. Yeah, I think it's Worlds. Okay, there you go. I can no one stop yelling at me.
Oh, 1095.
Yeah, it was at Worlds.
Yeah,
What did
good call.
he
That was close. That was close.
I remember this cuz he kind of shot the bed after this. He had the lead. He had a big lead. He had a four-stroke lead. Five stroke on Antela. Five stroke on Burt. Like, I don't know. I know it's
After
like every hole matters, especially at a tournament like this, but those kind of
after
leads.
2 rounds, too is tough because you still got 3 rounds of disc golf left to
It's
play. Like
true.
you're less than halfway. That's really hard. Just to be in that position though is so crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy.
All right. I'm really glad I was able to find which one
Nice.
it was at.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, moving into the tournament look ahead. This is presented by Swamp Cow Kava Bar. Swamp Cow Kava Bar, love me that muddy water. Um, we're just gonna encourage you to sign up for Say It Ain't Snow. That's happening January 10th. Up we got Slinging Singles. That's happening February 7th. I did just sign up for the Wintertime Open yesterday. That's happening down in Pasadena, so I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm really excited about that one. It's probably my favorite tournament. Like one of my favorite tournaments of last year that I played. I'm not going to be the only Washington State boy that signed up as well. I was going through the other MPO players, and Tyler Schrock signed up, so pretty cool to see. Um, Ollie, actually, you and I have a little tournament manager business to take care of. Do you want to run a tournament? Should we run one at like the
Yeah.
end of February?
I'm super down.
What days? Like if you were to pick between February 21st or February 28th, which one of those days would you pick?
The 21st, I think. Yeah.
The week before. That's like that is a Saturday, right?
Oh, let me just double check that.
That's a Saturday for sure. Um,
Yeah.
okay. So Saturday, February. You guys are literally hearing
Wait,
this as we're working on it.
is it Ash Wednesday? Is that Good Friday? What is Seder Saturday? Is it a Holy Weekend? Is that Easter Sunday?
I don't know anything about that.
When's Easter? Maybe
April
not.
5th.
Oh. Oh, Ash Wednesday is just different. Oh, that's the first day of Ramadan. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Do you got any tournament idea names? Oh, I guess we should also say we're gonna do this at Lakewood. So, any ideas
Oh,
with
that makes me so happy.
like Lakewood inspired tournaments or Lakewood inspired tournament names?
It could be that. I want to do this. Shouts to Lakewood, but I want to do like. I want. I want it to be like me and you name.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm curious to hear some names. I feel like. Yeah, I'm curious to hear some names. I think some suggestions would help, and we finalize by like next week,
Yeah.
and we call it good there. Like I have some things thinking, but like I already have like some people I need to talk to that I think would I'm like who I yeah, I think it would have a perfect idea for this.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. I mean, the majority of the changes should be done to Lakewood by then, and then we'll also have the opportunity, like
We go
hole
to a video.
17. Well, like hole 17, we're not is not going to be in the long position. We're going to move that basket because it's like a safety concern in the long position. But if we wanted to have it there for our tournament, we
We
could
can.
move it there for the day. Same with like hole 7. Like we want to move hole 7 back to the position that it's in right now, or it's been in for the last like couple of months. We could do that, for the week of the tournament, for a couple of days before the tournament, for stuff like that. So there's lots of options there for us to kind of mess with the layout and a little bit of that kind of thing. But I do think it would be cool to maybe debut the new layout to Lakewood and like that kind of stuff, and kind of have our tournament be kind of the debut of it in a way.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, let us know tournament names down below, and yeah, we'll finalize all those details next week. But Saturday, February 21st, ECD will handle all the like the PayPal stuff and like that kind of thing, so we don't have to worry about like cash on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Ollie, if you haven't done like the tournament manager like certification or something like
Do
that with
that.
the PDJ, yeah, do that. It's an open book test, so literally you can just Google like PDGA, what are the OB rules, and
Yeah.
it like gives you an example in the rules that it like relates to the question. So and you can take it as many times as you want to. You don't pay until you complete the test, or until you pass the test.
Bet. I can do
So
that.
yeah,
What are you looking for me to do? Kind of curious.
for the tournament,
Yeah, like what will be like my like I don't know
I don't
role
know.
within running a tournament under like assisting you, I guess, running a tournament.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll kind of figure it out. I might have you kind of like take the lead on it, and then I'll kind of take the back seat a little.
Oh, that'd be kind of
Um,
cool. Like I'm running
yeah,
a tournament.
yeah,
Oh, that'd be pretty fun.
yeah. I'll be your assistant TD, and then Emerald City Disc will just kind of be the facilitator of things, right? So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah, but I think so I
Oh,
don't
I
know
can get
yet.
some. Oh, this would be awesome. I'm gonna
Yeah,
make
I
sure
don't I
some
don't
people
know
are
yet
signed up then.
exactly,
Be like,
but
sign up for my tournament. I'm running it.
yeah, exactly, dude. Right. So I'll have to figure out like scheduling with Lakewood, but like I might be the one controlling the calendar, not controlling the calendar, but like helping facilitate the calendar. So you'll have to reach out to me, and we'll kind of just like kind of do that kind of stuff. So,
Hey, Kirby,
um,
can I do this?
hey Kirby, does this date work? I'd be like, I don't know, Ollie. I'm gonna have to check.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
All
That'll
right,
be
I'm
really good
definitely gonna make Alex sign up for that tournament. That's
for
gonna be
sure.
if he doesn't do one before that, that's gonna be his first tournament.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially at
No,
Lakewood, that's gonna be awesome. We'll be able to practice it and stuff, and he'll be ready for like each hole. That's gonna be okay. That's gonna be our new goal for Alex. And anyone who doesn't know, Alex was the filmmaker. I'm gonna make a big post shout him out, but he was filming our video over at Shelton, and I appreciate him so much. He's my good friend and coworker at Costco, and I met him through that. And he also we met through I was like talking to him, and a lot of I just go up to someone, I'm like, "Oh, do you watch sports or something like that?" And he was like, "No, not really." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Figure out what he likes. And then he was like, "But I do watch disc golf." And he's like, "Well, the only sport I watch is disc golf." And I was like, "Hold up."
Like, hang on, I'm kind of a guy. What's up? You know?
I love disc golf.
Yeah.
Look how many discs I have. And I
That's so funny. You're like, funny. I'm on episode X of this show that I've been doing,
yeah. And
this
so
niche show on YouTube.
he's awesome. We've gone a few times, and I've hooked him up with some good frisbees, and then he came and filmed down there, and I think he was really loving it, and so it's gonna be a little more of a continued thing, and I think also I'm gonna look for him to help with some of our revamping of this show as well, like filming and just having another person on the other side of the camera. I think is helpful.
Sure.
So
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of which, on our KO Disc Golf Show YouTube channel here, we posted the Fairway Finder Finding Fairways at Shelton Springs edition, episode 2. And Ollie, unfortunately, did not hit the goal of minus
horrible
10.
day,
It was a
rainy
really
day.
tough day. I mean, there was like so much against you. Not only were you trying to play in an atmospheric river, so it was very rainy, it was very wet, it was very windy. But on top of that, you kind of self sabotaged yourself and you forgot all your drivers at
Yeah.
home. So it was just a really tough, like start, like top to bottom. It was going to be a really tough day. So because Ollie did not make the line, he's going to be giving away that it's a maple, right?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
brand new, and this is literally like a one of one. It got a cool team stamp on there. It
jeez.
is it's a really unique, like cool one. It actually has like a leafy color to it. You will be able to find this maybe not in the fall, but wintertime basically can use it now.
No,
Um,
that's
this
sick.
is it feels super awesome. I'm just gonna go grab another one. It's not too hard for me too. Like I love my people down at AGL. Like anytime I need a disc, it's so great. I can just be like, anytime there's like a color question, stamp foil question, I can just put something in the notes. And Josh just at first, like he'd send one, and then I was like, oh, I think this is awesome, but like I thought it was gonna be like this stamp or like this foil, and I like said it wrong. And he was like, oh, and then like every single one I've gotten after that has been like the exact coloring and like the exact red I like, the always the money stamp if it's that one, and the exact like, oh, it's so good, and they just treat me so well, and they do that with everyone. I'm like everyone I've seen has really positive things to say, so I can only assume. But get yourself a maple, comment literally anything on.
Anything, anything on there, it all works. Yeah, go check it out though. It's definitely a tough day, and we so appreciate having Alex come out and film for us. It really added so much value to that video, and it made that video so much better because of him. So, thank you so much, Alex. All right, moving right into the weather look ahead, presented by AGL Discs.
Together we can reduce, reuse, and recycle for a greener future for disc golfers.
All right.
Whoever gets this is a lucky feller. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I'm
you've
so
been throwing the
jealous.
crap out of those, dude. You've been throwing them so well.
Oh yeah.
Um, all right, looking at Seattle here, Tuesday, which is the day that you're watching this. It actually looks like the rain's gonna hold off. I got like 20% for part of the morning, but for the most part, we are looking at like 10% wind or 10% chance of rain. We're looking at pretty low wind, so like Tuesday might be a really, really nice day. Wednesday, kind of scattered showers throughout most of the day. Looking pretty windy on Wednesday. Wednesday's Christmas Eve, right?
Yep.
So it's gonna be a breezy one, it looks like.
Costco's open. Don't come.
Don't go to Costco. Don't go really, and I'm like Christmas Eve,
I'm
like
so
unless it's
mad.
like absolutely essential, but like don't go
Why are
anywhere.
we
Just stay
open,
home.
gang? Why
Yeah,
are
like
we
what are you
open?
doing? What's going on? Let's see here. Friday, we're looking at a decent chance of rain for most of the morning. Wind's not too bad. Saturday and Sunday coming up are going to be pretty nice all in all. I'm looking at like mid 40s for the two of them. We're looking at pretty much no rain slash like mild chance of rain. We're looking at pretty calm winds. So Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, those are going to be your best days to get out there and disc golf a little bit. All right, time for the ODP guarantee. Ollie, my man, you are 4 for 6 on ODP guarantees. Uh, Anthony Joshua knocked out Jake Paul last week. I believe he break like 2 bones in his jaw or something like that.
Hell
He broke
yeah.
his jaw in two
Yeah, snapped
places.
his jaw. That bitch
Yeah,
ass.
honest, whatever. Yeah, awesome. Nice job, good pick. What do you got for us this week, man?
It's a little tough, but I'm gonna stick with football on this one because this is kind of like wrap up of the season and basically a game I'll be watching. I have Sunday off next week, so Sunday night football. Tune in next week. Yeah, this you'll be yeah. And it's gonna be. I'm gonna guarantee Caleb Williams and the Bears beat the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday night football, and they're gonna go to 12-4 and secure the division and a playoff berth or playoff. Yeah, not the
So you got
bye. They're
Bears
behind.
over 49ers as the guarantee.
Yeah, we're gonna go that. The Giants
Cool.
play a doozy. It's the 2-13 Giants versus the 2-13 Raiders.
Woof.
I'm
My
not even.
goodness.
Do not bet on that game. That's
Yeah,
anyone's
like
ball. That's
what do
anyone's
you? Yeah,
ball.
unreal, dude.
The funniest
That's
thing is the Giants could have easily they could have won this last game, and I legitimately think they threw it, and so like to get the number one pick, and so now they're playing a team that like has a high pick as well. So it's like this might be like two teams legitimately throwing a game. Like
trying not
we
to
might see
win.
the most atrocious game of all time.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 3-3 in the third quarter, and you're like, this is not fun for anybody to watch.
Or like 40-40.
That's crazy. Yeah,
It could literally
defense
be like they're just gonna be
defenses are
like,
just like
"Do
hands
not
up.
tackle him."
Yeah, don't fucking touch him. That's so funny. Oh my god. All right, Bears over 49ers, guaranteed to happen this week. All right, moving right along. This is something that I think is going to be kind of fun. I've kind of been thinking about doing for a little bit now. Um, we are going to do our PDGA number neighbors. So basically, the thought behind this is my PDGA number is 115165. I'm going to look up PDGA numbers 115, 164, 163, 162, 166, 167, 168. And basically, I just want to know, like, where are these people located? How do they rate? Like, what are their ratings? Are they still playing? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Ollie, have you looked up
Mark.
your first person?
I got my first person 193768. I'm 193767. So this is
Okay.
one above me, and he is expired as of December 31st, 2023, and he did two career events. Mark Adkins.
Okay. Shout out
Actually, I'm
Mark.
curious. Wait, what was his? I can look at Let's see. What did he compete in? He was in MA3 at the Winter Flex at Cougar Lake, and he had what was the round rating?
Oh, that's
Mark
cool.
Adkins 820 at Silver Lake is his only PDGA round.
Okay.
Hell yeah! And he
Huh.
I guess he has one other one, but it's not on here. Oh
Hmm.
wait, it was in 2022.
Nice. That's kind of interesting. I got my first guy, Gareth Morgan, PDGA number 115164. He is from Happy Valley, South Australia, Australia.
That's
So that's
cool.
pretty cool. He is 946 rated as of November of 2025. Also pretty solid. I mean, 1013, so whatever, no big deal. But pretty cool though. 946. The guy's from Australia. That's pretty sweet. And he's
James
over 40 because he plays MP40 as well. So I
James
like that.
Garcia 193766 expired December 31st, 2023. Zero things.
No tournaments played ever.
Wait, official status certified through September 2nd, 2026. Oh, Maybe James Garcia, his official status is certified, so maybe he does like
Oh,
officiating now.
yeah.
Okay, my bad. Why he no career anything though?
Oh, this is also interesting.
Wait, what if I look up James? Maybe I've seen this before. Is there? I mean, okay, James Garcia is probably just the most fuck. Tulsa, Oklahoma. No, I don't know. Well, he's certified to do officiating, but he has not played a single event on his thing. So I have two events, both expired at the same time. They're players, so
Uh,
it's a bummer.
Jonathan Dragt, Dragt. That's hard to say for me. PDJ number 115163. So, I'm 115165. The 1164 was from South Australia. So is this guy. He's also from South Australia, which is pretty sick.
That is
Uh,
cool.
920 rated as of 2025. He plays MPO and MA1. So that's really sick, actually, that I had like the two. I wonder if is 62 Amber Taylor. No, but she's from Spanaway. Oh, she hasn't been a. All right, no, she hasn't been a member since 2019, so she doesn't even. She's not really playing. It's kind of interesting though that there's like back-to-back guys from Australia.
Dude, I just want to know like the next person that actually still plays.
Yeah,
That's near me. Dude,
uh,
no one plays. That signed up when I did. They're all fake.
Tyler Lydon is PDGA number 115167, and I'm having a real tough time finding him. Hey, let us know down below. Look up your PDGA number, neighbor. This is actually pretty fun, kind of interesting to find out. I know like Lucas Lotta and Michael Lampert, they both have PDGA numbers within like 300 something of my PDGA number, which I think is pretty interesting. So the one time there's three of us on the card together, and all three of the numbers, it was like 115, 115, 116. It was
Hmm.
really interesting. Um, all right, answer the KO question of the week. What would you do to change flight numbers? Ollie, what do you got?
I wouldn't.
No, nothing?
Yeah, I don't. I actually don't think I would. I would use the Itava system of flight numbers for my flight numbers, because Itava discs. No, I like Itava. I just think it makes enough sense. I don't. I really wouldn't do that much to it. I think it's all kind of subjective anyway. I don't
Sure.
think there's anything more like. I think the way I subject it is how Innova does it, which is kind of like the general body of it, even though like one thing could say this number on it, but like different plastics. Maybe the one thing I'd change is like be a little more okay with changing flight numbers depending on runs or plastics or something. But
Interesting. Sure.
besides that, but there's no really way to test like the runs or anything like that,
Yeah.
really. But I think maybe like plastics would be an easier thing. Like there's definitely like I don't know. There's some C lines that fly different than S lines in certain molds, in my opinion.
Yeah. I
But
think
I really do like. I just don't think there's much else I'd change. Yeah.
sure. I think I have really just like two kind of like I think they're pretty minor things that could change to the flight system that would actually make it pretty really I think a lot better. The first one is I want to take away the speed of the disc and I want to replace it with like a millimeter rating. I think people would really fast recognize that, like, I like throwing the diamond. The diamond is a millimeter of this diameter, and that's the diameter I like throwing. Everything less is this, everything more. I think that'd be a lot more specific. Right now, you have companies that are doing like 12 speeds that are labeling them as 13s, 13 speeds being labeled as 12. So, back to that kind of subjective thing. I think that would help a lot. And then the other thing that I would like to see is just like eliminate glide. Too many people are just like kind of hung up on the glide and oh this disc glides a lot more than that disc does, and I think glide is so directly tied to the understability of a disc. rather than like the disc actually just wanting to stay in the air longer. I think it's just the disc being more understable. So that would be
Hmm.
the two things that I would personally suggest, and I would like to see is just put like a more specific number to the rim diameter, and then just eliminate the glide. And I'm pretty happy with like the turn and the fade on it. I mean, I think those could be like universally like done by a company or something like that. Maybe the PDGA could like you know have their own kind of flight system rating that they kind of like universally make all the companies use or something like that. But I think the turn and the fade are totally fine. I think that's a kind of a fun way to figure out the disc flight and stuff like that, though.
Hmm.
Let us know down below what you think and how you would change flight numbers, or if you would change them at all. All right, getting into the draft this week, we got disc golf red flags. Ollie, go ahead and take the first pick.
Ooh. Okay. I don't know if this is like a one of one, but one thing that annoys me is unsolicited advice during a rated round.
Yo,
And I'm not, and the key word on that is during. The second the round's over and someone's like, "Hey, I noticed you were doing this," super helpful. I'm all ears. I
sure.
think during a round it just throws off a competitor and it's like a competitive thing. So I think that's it is a red flag. I don't know if it's the one of one, but definitely a red flag.
Nah, nah, totally,
And
man.
the unsolicited part too. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's before like a tournament at SeaTac, I was playing with John Crawford. I love John, one of the my favorite people to play with. And we were talking about just like disc golf stuff, and he's like, "Yo, do you have anything that like I could maybe improve?" And I was like, "Yeah, get me after the round." I was like, "Get me later." He's like, "No, no, no, tell me now." I was like, "Dude, I don't." I was like, I don't want to do this now, though. I was like, if I start getting into this now, and I was like, and if you mess up a shot during our round, I'm gonna think that that's my fault. And he's like,
Yeah.
no, 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 you're fine, you're fine. And we ended up like kind of diving into it, and then like in the round, I was watching him trying to make those adjustments, and I was like, oh god, like this is so hard to watch. And like it's he genuinely, it was like before the round, he did ask for help, and I was like, I don't. This is like I know where this is going, and it's not going in a really positive direction. But no, that's a good one. Unsolicited advice, totally, especially during a round, no doubt. Um, my first pick, I think this is probably my like number one disc golf red flag, is just like not texting the number on the bottom of a disc. Um,
Ooh.
it's just
Ooh.
like it's the most basic disc golf common courtesy that you can do. So yeah, that's my number one overall at least.
I hear
Um,
that.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Um,
It's like a moral thing too, I feel like.
yeah, it's just like dirty, you know. Yeah. Um, and I got nothing against like just to clarify too, like if you find a disc with like no name and number on it, like that's your frisbee. You know, like there's nothing you can do about if there's like a group ahead of you, like you should be asking the people around like, hey, did anybody lose anything and stuff like that. But
Depends.
like
Depends.
if there's no name and a number on it, like there's like almost no way for you to get it back to that person. So
It like I'd say most of the time like that is like a good I mean a fine rule of thumb, but I feel like if I don't think it hurts to take a picture if you're in like a Facebook group of that club and be like, "Oh, hey, I found this one here. Has anyone seen anyone throw this?" Whether, someone could also be like, "Oh, that's mine actually." That could also
sure,
just
sure,
happen.
sure.
But I know a few people that like either mark their discs very minimally and it rubs off or something like that, or don't put the name on number because they're like, "Oh, I want to sell it later" or something like that, or I don't know what the situation could be, but I I, I don't mind that, but I also even saying it that out loud, I don't know. Put your name and
Yeah.
number on it. I
But,
I I ink my discs so aggressively,
yeah,
so I don't really care. So
yeah,
people don't steal it.
yeah. I have people come in the shop with lost and found discs, and they're like, "Well, this one doesn't have a name and a number on it." And I'm like, there's no, I can't get that back to the person, dude. I was like that. I was like, you can just take that. I was like, if you don't want it, I go, I'm gonna put it on my used shelf for like $6 just to get rid of it. I was like, but I can't text a number that's not there. Like, there's nothing I can do here, you know. So, um, that's my first one. My second one, uh, this is one that yeah, I mean, I don't know. I When somebody is like obsessed with their rating, that's kind of a red flag for me.
Okay.
And that's just like in terms of like, no, I won't play that course because it's bad for my rating, stuff like that. I don't mess with any of that stuff. I don't like that. Um, yeah, just like obsessed with ratings or ratings obsession. I'm not really. I don't like any of that stuff really. The rating should be there as like a I don't know, kind of like a benchmark of like where you're going, but it's not a determination of like who you are or anything like that. And I think people so often look at their rating and kind of use it as like that's what my value is and that's like how good I am as a player. And it's like it's really not though. Like it's just a number and there's like a formula for the number and it can be manipulated in good ways and bad ways and that kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just being obsessed with ratings. All you got back to back.
I'm gonna go with talking during a backswing or talking during a putt. I think it's just like, you know, I don't know, it's the common courtesy of a
Sure.
player to have the concentration to go do that. We're already 30-second time violations and other things like that where during that 30 seconds you can at least allot them that time of concentration and hold your conversation or other things like that. Um I don't think it's the end all be all. I like to like have conversations with my mom or talk with people while I putt or throw because I'm like the more I can do while like doing what I just try to think it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it can be annoying, and people have complained about it.
No, it
And
is
then
for sure.
for the next one, I'm gonna go with people. Oh, see, it's tough. I don't know. There's a few things I want to think of.
I have my next two like solidly picked out. Unless you draft one of them, which I'd be pretty surprised by. I know exactly what my next two are going to be now.
I'm gonna say people that have a bad round and then sandbag for the to get it dropped. I think that's a huge red flag in my opinion. Or like like someone's like, "Oh, I'm already doing bad. I'm just gonna like
I
throw
see what
the
you're saying.
round to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
get, so this drops out of my reading." I
yeah.
think that's a red flag. It might be smart for your rating, hear you. I just think it's lame as hell to play with.
No, that's super soft, dude. That's super soft.
Red
Nah,
flag.
it even if you're having a bad round and it's like if I make this putt, it's gonna be on my round, and if I miss this putt, it won't be on my rating. You still gotta try to make the putt. Like that's just crazy not to. It's like sports, you know what I mean? Where it's like you got to get out there and like try your best no matter what all the time. So I'm with you on that one. That's a, like really cruddy person behavior for sure. All right, so my number six pick here is going to be just like a general like a lack of sense of awareness, and that's just kind of like people who are just like not like generally just like not paying attention, whether like standing in front of you because they don't realize that it's like your turn to throw, or like when you're putting, they're kind of just like chilling behind the basket and something like stuff like that, and they're just like not realizing that like it's your turn to throw. It kind of goes into a little bit of like talking during a
Oh,
throw because they
that was
don't
kind of
realize that it's
like
your turn.
that was gonna be my last. I was gonna be like walking in like the peripherals and
Yeah,
shit. Yeah, it's
it's just that kind of it's
100%
just like
that.
just
Yeah.
not being aware that like other people are around you playing a game, and stuff like that. So that's just super red flag for me. And then I'm not look, I'm gonna say this, and I don't really feel like I need to dive into it too much, but my last pick is just Lone Star discs. Just Lone Star discs. So Ollie, what do you got?
That's a funny end.
What
Dang,
do you got for the last pick?
you kind of took my last one. I guess I could use I had a backup last one. I might just use it. Disc golf media companies that say they're gonna post things in a month and then don't actually post things. It's kind of a red flag.
Yep. Yeah.
So I'm almost glad you took it because I got to. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna find another one. I'm fine. I got it. Post the damn coverage, go throw. I know. I want to stop talking about it.
That one got me. That was really funny. All right, so all these picks are unsolicited advice, talking during a throw, like throwing around, basically, like not
Yeah,
competing,
sandbagging
um,
around. Yeah,
sandbagging
not even
around,
sandbagging. Yeah, throwing around. Yeah.
and then media companies not posting when they said that they would. and then, and then my picks were not texting the number on the discs, being obsessed with ratings, a lack of sense of awareness, and Lone Star discs. So that was a good draft. I like that one.
Honorable mentions: lying about aces and lying about distance.
Oh, my honorable mention was continuously just telling me that you have a noodle arm. It's like, oh, I just with my noodle arm. Oh, I just have a noodle arm. I just don't throw far. And it's just like, bro, like, stop
uh,
talking so bad about yourself. Like,
dude, I
you
love
got
saying that.
you
I
got
love saying that,
225 feet. Make the most of that shit, dude. Come on.
dude. But what about like a guy like me that says that? I love saying that.
Yeah, you do have a noodle arm though, so it plays.
The backfire. I was like, that was a really great draft. We've been talking about that draft, and I was really excited to do it, and that was a good one. Um, Episode 89 coming up on 90. Have a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas from us at the KO Disc Golf family to y'all. Um, all I want for Christmas is the Go Throw coverage and concentration is a fine antidote to anxiety. Jack Nichols, golf great, aim high, shoot low. We'll see you next week.